Hey guys, it's me, Waldo 2413, going live. So hopefully we get some people on board soon. Yes, Frankie, you are the first. So how are you liking your new cutter, Frankie? Hey Eddie, how's it going? Hey Myrna, you made the live. I'm glad you could make it. On your setup, Myrna, what all have you got set up so far? Are you just trying to get the baffle system set up, or do you got everything else set up, or where are you at on the setup? I don't have a topic, Frankie. My thing is just trying to cover anything that anyone has a question with, Frankie, and then I just cover whatever like normal. I do have a video dropping tomorrow, just a quick video on an unboxing of a steel Dilbert, I believe it is. Could be wrong on the character. We haven't touched it. Been busy on the weekends, hoping to do it Sunday of this weekend. So do you have it at your location though, or haven't been able to move it yet? Yeah, Frankie, that's a huge step up. That's a really big step up. So now you can do a lot bigger. Yeah, it looks like Homer Simpson. It's actually a robotic, whatever it is. The robot thing. I don't know his name. I was never big on it. Futurama. It's from Futurama. But it's another guy I follow. He does some plasma videos, and he does just general stuff that he customizes. And he actually built a table from scratch. And he had like a few things. So if anyone followed, you could win. And I actually won. So I got to pick first choice. And I don't know, he had two of these and one of everything else. So I was like, hey, it looked cool compared to, oh yeah, Bender. Yeah, it's Bender. Yeah, so on my live video, I really messed it up because I called it another character. You can tell I don't follow cartoons as much. But it was something cool that he had, so it's here. Do you got the software installed, or have you done anything on that part too? Or my husband was painting the wood to put in the window because we're not going to put a hole in the wall or the roof. Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, that is the best way to use the window slide unit. Like cut a piece of wood that will fit in there, frame it, slide it down just like you would like an AC unit, and vent it straight out. Hopefully it's not the front window on a major street, because the fumes aren't bad, but you don't want the neighbor complaining. But side and back, it's perfectly fine. That's honestly the best way, because the other thing too, if you try to vent it through the roof, the longer the pipe is, I wouldn't say the less ventilation you're not gonna get as good. The shorter you can have that from the blower, pretty much from your unit blower window, the shorter distance you can have that, neighbors never come out. That's a good thing. Neither do mine. I mean, I don't think my neighbors would care too much, but the shorter distance you can have that, the better you are. And the reason that is because the blower fans, you're pushing it through that pipe. I mean, it will push a flow through it, but it's just like anything. If you took, like, let's say 100 foot of hose and you've got the same pressure here, by the time it gets to the end, that force is almost null and void. You'll feel a little breeze, but it's not the same as, it's kind of like standing in front of a fan. And then if you stand 50 feet from the fan, you're not going to feel it as much. So the quicker or closer you can get that stuff, it will evac it better. And like the other thing too, on the suction side where you're pulling it out of the cabinet area, the closer it is, the better you are, because then you're getting a higher suction force, because the units are not sealed off. They don't make a vacuum tight seal. So anywhere where a hinge, like the doors close down, where you don't have a gasket seal, air is being sucked through there also. So the shorter that distance, the higher suction force you're going to get, so the more air you'll be able to evac out of there. I got the machine stand software, free decal vinyl for only $200, and it was just 2-hour drive. That's not bad, Frankie. It's a big step up for you. RC Signs and Printing. Hey, how's it going, RC? I seen you've been busy making some signs recently. Boss, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Just stopping in. Cupasa. RC, do me a favor, because you were one of the people that also won one of the shirts from Goon Life. We got them in. If you watch the video, the biggest size we had was an XL. So send me your size that best fits you, or the size XL down. If that doesn't work, send me what else you would like kind of in the video thing. If you watch, you have a bunch of other things, RC Signs, and I'll make sure we get that sent out. Sending stuff all this week, boxing up some more stuff, as you can see, and unboxing more stuff that comes in also. We've got a lot of stuff that been, hey, what's up, Graphics Warehouse? How's it going? So we've been busy with things in, things out, running a lot of stuff, working on some other things, working a lot with the DTF, and working with some other things, not screen printer related, but I might film it, just depends. Hey, Denise, how's it going? I got a question, Mr. Goat. How do you put the vinyl on the back of the machine? It depends if you got 2 rollers or 1 back there, Frankie. Mine has 2 rollers, so I set it in the rollers and it will roll. If you only got 1 roller, what you do is you take that roller off and you slide the tube in, and it will roll onto that and free roll. But if you do have the dual rollers in the back, you set it on there and let it feed that way. Let it roll. That's how I do it. I don't know if yours has a 2 or 1, but that's how it works. Like I said, some people, if you only got 1 roller, just put it on there. It's kind of like a toilet paper roll, and it will roll that way. You got 2 rollers, so what you do is you make sure they're set close enough, and you set it in between. I don't have my rollers here. I have, but what you do is you set the rollers kind of like this. Here's the rollers, if it focuses, and you're going to put that right in between them so that it rolls that way. That's how you'd set it up that way, Frankie. Okay, RC, I will try to get that sent out to you. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys. I got loads and loads of people blowing up my phone today. Yep, Frankie, just like that. That's how you do it, man. You got it done good. That is good, Denise. Did everything get in smooth for you, Denise? I knew you've got a bunch of stuff also coming in this week. Did it all get in, and you got it kind of hooked up and working, your other stuff? It will be short, probably about 1 foot. Yeah, that's the best way, because it, like, you will always, like, for instance, when you laser wood, you're always going to smell the burnt wood smell. It's not bad. I actually think it's kind of nice. When I make big decals, it falls. Then try spreading them out just a little bit. But on your big decal, Frankie, no matter what, if the vinyl hits the floor and it's got to pull back where you're doing the cut like that, it's going to put leverage on that roll. So if it's doing that a lot, Frankie, just take one of the rolls off and put one through the roll and just run one roll. Then it won't pop off. You can do that. That works good also. I would do that, Frankie. I run one on mine. We run a lot of different size, and the one works fine. It won't hurt it. Just run it, like I said, like a toilet paper thing. Put it through the middle and run it that way, Frankie. Denise, it's not me this time. Yeah, and it's crazy mad over here. I understand, Denise. I am sure it is. I also know, too, the end of the month is coming up quick, too, where you got to get all the other stuff done. So I definitely understand how it's going to be hectic late this week, next week, and I think there's, 2 more weeks in this month. I could be wrong. Hey, Lily, how's it going? Hey, just got off work. I'm currently driving. Well, that is good. Thank you so much, Lily. Drive careful, because it's hard to send donuts when someone's on the side of the road. It doesn't give me a location to do that. So if something happens and you get in a wreck, I can't send a donut. Denise, I'm so tired of looking at these boxes. They got to go. You know the crazy thing, Denise? It's this pile's been piling. Like my other thing, we've got a bunch of new stuff that came in, and I know the feeling because there's some stuff that I want to open up, but I got to wait till other stuff gets here, and it's not fun having boxes like piled up, trying to run everything and get it all through. I'm in a Chick-fil-A drive-through. That is an awesome meal. Yeah, Frankie, do that. That will stop it from popping off. I had Popeye's chicken today for lunch, Lily, but I love Chick-fil-A. The downside for me, Chick-fil-A is on the other side of town. But Chick-fil-A, man, they are the fastest drive-through people, man. They are like NASCAR style, man. They got that thing down pat. They got it on lock. They got like 20 people standing outside with the tablets. Nothing's usually messed up. They got it down good. They're good at what they do. I could really go for some right now. Denise, your place looks good to mine right now. But just think, Denise, once you get all that up and running and all that other stuff eventually out of there, then it will be even better. Because I kind of look at Goon Life, where he's got all the shirts piled up. I thought I had a lot of shirts. That is crazy to have that many shirts piled up and then have to go through them all. Usually what I do, if I'm doing jobs, I know I hate it when they don't have shirts in stock, but I would never, like, these are just for special things, but like I hate having inventory as shirts. It's just my thing. All right, I'll talk to you later. Got to go to church. Bless you, RC. Hope you have a good service. Hope it's an interesting service. Wednesdays are usually a good services just because I do more in-depth studies. Great to have you, RC. Thank you so much. I got tired of everyone saying get a Cameo Plus, and I was like, nah, I'm going to go big this time. Yeah, Frankie, the big thing. I heard something over there or someone. The big thing, Frankie, is like cameos and all that are fine to start with. But when you start buying vinyl and all that, like you can buy 24-inch wide rolls, or like heat press vinyls, like was it 17-inch or something like that. And them other cameos, you're gonna have to cut the stuff down and make it fit. Places like Michaels and all that do that, but you're paying such a premium for that just because you need something to fit on the smaller machines. When you go with the bigger machine, you don't have that issue. You just buy the rolls, run it on the back. Vinyl is cheaper when you buy it in big rolls by the yard. Normally I buy the full amount, So it's usually 15 yards or whatever it is, 30 yards, depending which vinyl I'm buying. But I usually buy the big amount that way. It's just so much cheaper and you get more out of it. And you can make just about anything. That thing I made for, man, can't remember his page. My one friend, which he hasn't made a video in forever. But when I made that big wall print for him, that big vinyl. I mean, we made it on a 48-inch cutter, but it was all 24-inch wide vinyl. So it kind of, you can make just about anything stacking it up. You can use the overlap and it works great. Denise, Goon Life, Goon Life's got a lot of boxes, but I don't have boxes of hoodies though. I've got a box or two of hoodies. They're in the other thing. But man, hoodies, like, hoodies get scarce every winter. So like they're like gold during winter. But man, I hate stocking them for that because the price of hoodies are like, that's a lot of money just sitting in a box, not making me money this time of year. Depending where you're at, like I've got friends in Michigan that still buy stuff where they go up north, and you know how it is, Denise, nights in Michigan are a little chilly a lot of times. So you can use a jacket, a hoodie at night. Days are hot, but nights aren't super cold, but they can get chilly where you need a jacket or something. But down here where I'm at, man, this weather don't get cold at night. Like, so it's kind of, and then we have a long summers. We'll go into September, October, and it's still warm. So, I mean, it's kind of, I remember going deer hunting a lot of times here in shorts and a t-shirt in November, because deer season is in November, the gun season. So, I mean, it stays hot for a while here. They gave me a free milkshake. I'm excited. Never had one. Like, you can't beat free, Lily, no matter what it is. Free is the best. Texas Finest. Where can I get decal vinyl, reflective carbon, diamond plate, any popular vinyl? Yeah, like any of the places, like Grimco has it, Texas Finest. Sign Warehouse has it. Sign Warehouse is really good. You're in Texas, you got Fowler's out there. Fowler is in Texas. He's got everything, man. So Fowler's can get you taken care of, and I don't know where he's at in that state, but he's in your state, so that's probably one of your best places to go. Michaels and Joanne vinyl is crazy high. Yeah, like Denise said it, Frankie, like that's the thing, is like that's where these people are, like on the small vinyls, I mean, it's fine, but when you start looking at the prices and the numbers of how much you pay for that small vinyl, and then you start looking at that price of what it's going to cost. Sister asked Rye for a shot of Hennessy. Yeah, I am sure Rye will have that. Denise, I'm not sure if there is one in your area, but there's a place called Wensco that can be additional source of vinyl. I've never heard of that one, Eddie, but I will check them out. Yeah, that's why I got them, because I wanted hoodies all the time, and here it gets cooler. Yeah, and that's the thing, Denise, like up there, because like it's funny, I had a friend call me, he's like, man, I need some more hoodies up there. And I'm like, it's summer. But I forgot, because I haven't been up in the summer in a while up to the lakes up there. And then I started thinking when I was little, like wearing hoodies and jackets and all that in the winter up there, or in the summer on the lakes, especially on the boat. So, I mean, it's definitely, you use them all year round. Fowler's, yeah. Fowler's is a great place. I think they claim they're the largest vinyl distributor in the United States on their website. That is to be said, though. I don't know exactly. I normally go Grimco. Grimco's right there in Nashville. Grimco even delivers to me. I think it's Tuesdays. My delivery is free delivery. Once you have an account with them, and their price is pretty good. Hard to beat it on a lot of things. Um, they're right next. They used to be right next to the place that used to print all the stuff for the Nashville Preds. They have a print shop right next to it, but I've always used them to get stuff. I mean, because it's right there. They're really quick. They get me a lot of my boards. Fellers is here in Nashville too. I did not know that. I mean, I'll have to check that out then, because I'm so used to just calling Grimco. And like I said, Grimco is free shipping on, in my area, it's Tuesdays, depending where you're at. The shipping day is different up there for everybody. Yep, near the airport. Yeah, I was going to say, you know exactly where it's. I can't think of the exit, but it's like 1 or 2 exits before the airport. You get off, make the right. You can still see the, what is that? That's not 65 right there. It's, it might be 65. But you can still see the interstate right there as you're getting off and all that. It's right there on the corner. That's like I said, nice thing too, you can go pick it up also. But the delivery too, if you have the account, they only deliver once a week in your certain areas. So depending on when you need it or how bad you need it, it's worth getting. I use the free shipping when they're in the area, especially on signboards, because the haul of 4x8 or a 5x10 board in a vehicle is pretty hard. And so they drop it off. You don't have to worry about that. And so it makes it pretty nice. I mean, some things are a little bit higher, some things like that. If you catch it on sale, man, it's hard to beat their prices on sales. If it's not on sale, it could be a little bit higher than like some of the other wholesaler places. But when you add delivery onto something or shipping, that's where it gets it. And they don't that's an oversized shipping, a 4x8 sheet of anything is. So that free shipping makes it pretty nice. I usually order from Heart and Hustle Printing. Yeah, Joe does pretty good, Frankie. Thanks, Eddie. I get most of my vinyl from Stalls. Yeah, Stalls works good. Hey, Denise, not Robert. He said Denise, not Robert. Sorry, Denise. I'm just reading everything. I got to read it, and I try to make sure if it's important, I read it out loud. So, interesting. I haven't been to Stalls yet. I think there's one in Sterling Heights. That, Eddie, you'd have to check with Denise. Because since I haven't been up there in a while to see on them vendors, so I don't know where's where in Michigan anymore on vendors, but that'd be nice if it was in Sterling Heights, because that's not that bad a drive if you're downriver. That's the only nice thing. Michigan's got a lot of wholesale places, so it's not bad if you do need something. I just don't know what they all stock, so I haven't been to any of their places. Fowler's is here in Nashville. Yep, near the airport. Eddie, I got an order of Stalls. I got it in 1 to 2 days. Love it. There's a Fellers here in Oak Park, Michigan. That's pretty cool too, Eddie. Man, Fellers is moving everywhere. They're gonna put Grimco and all them out of business. Like when I first started, I want to say they had 3 locations. One was Cali, one was Texas. I think 2 in Texas, but they only had 3. I remember getting the book, and there's 3 dots on that map. And then they've blown up. I mean, as far as printable vinyl, so if you're doing vehicle wraps and all that, they're the ones. They'll get you any vinyl. If you want all these crazy, if you're wrapping cars and all that stuff, they got all the wrap color to 3M stuff and all that. That's usually one of the places I go to get all my wrap stuff. Chicken. No. But Fowler's is on Bolton Avenue. I've been to Grimco off of Briley. Yeah, it's right off of, now you say, yeah, it's a Briley Parkway right there. I was also at Grimco in Westmore Lake. Wow, Eddie, you know some places here. Keep them lists coming. I'm writing them down and checking them out. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Eddie, especially because that helps Denise. I haven't been, like I said, up there, and I I never ran a shop when I was up there, so I didn't know where most locations are. I could have told you where all the archery shops were and all that back then, but and all the other stuff. But heck, when I still lived up there, Blockbuster was a big thing, and Blockbuster was on every corner. So I wonder if they'll allow local pickup. Are you guys still on lockdown, Eddie and Denise, up there, or is it still? Because I know every place is different, and I know you guys. I will say this, Denise, Myrna, you're in Michigan also. No, no, Denise, she is in Myrna's in Nashville area, so she's a little bit south of Nashville. That's why we were talking about the airport and all that. That's the one down here. So it's some of the other places. Like I usually have a lot of them shipped to me just because it's only about a 45-minute drive, but if it's free shipping, that's saves me from pulling a big vehicle down there and saving on gas and money. So, I mean, I'll go down to some of the places. Back in the day, if I needed something to rush, I'd drive to Grimco. They were always cool back then. They'd let me walk in the vinyl room, pick the colors when I first started. I mean, they were pretty nice people. I'm sure they're still nice. I'm just used to ordering on the phone now, so I couldn't say because I haven't been in their shop probably in 2 years. Lily, I don't eat breakfast. Didn't order lunch time to eat. Is now. Plus, I'm parked at Joanne parking lot. 2 things. I love fabric stores and Chick-fil-A. You can't beat that, man. Their sauce is good. Their barbecue sauce. I will say this for breakfast. Sorry, I'm trying to read all the other ones. Like a breakfast, like I'm up early. I'm up at usually lately I've been up around 5 heading out. But a good and I don't eat breakfast too often. But if you like chicken, man, Wendy's nailed it on that honey butter biscuit. Man, that thing, like honey butter chicken biscuit. That thing, man, is you gotta like honey and you gotta like chicken. And then the butter adds the flavor. But man, that thing is amazing. Hey, Patty, how's it going? Hey, is it possible to do a printed car window decal, weather resistant? What do you mean printed car window? Like you can do perf on the windows, and the window perf is I don't have like my computer over here it's perforated, so it's got mesh. It's literally holes on it like a jersey. You can print perf all day long, and put them on the windows. And it will stick. It will do perfect. That's like when you see full vehicle wraps, you'll see the windows done. We have done a lot of people like what's it called? Like blue flags and all that stuff. With the blue striped flags for military or police and all that. And then we've done like some patriotic ones, just back windows of trucks and all that. Just wrap the back window with perf, so they can see out. It's hard to see in. It's just how perf works. It's one way, not the other. But yeah, you can do the window perf and it works perfectly fine. Holds up. It's just like any wrap. It's not going to be the same as like cut vinyl because cut vinyl is colored all the way through. So when you print that, you are gonna have a little color thing. But that's how a lot of store window perf's done. If you check out Vega print, Vega 23, they did the window perf on his new shop that he's got. Window perf works great, and you can put it on cars. You can do contours on it. I mean, you're not going to go super crazy, but the window perf works great, and it will hold up. I'd say 2 to 3 years. Anything like that, it will hold up longer, but if you ever try to get that stuff off, even like vehicle wraps, you let that stuff sit 5 years and you try to remove it, I don't care. You can have 3M's top-of-the-line stuff. 5 years, that is not going to be fun getting it off. Vehicle wraps are a 2 to 3 year thing. To remove easy. If you keep them on longer, they can stay on longer. It's just going to be a lot harder to get them things off. So hope that helps, Patty. Let me know. Lived in Michigan for over 10 years. See, I didn't know that, Myrna. Both my kids born there. I was a libertarian at Michigan State. Oh, yeah, I forgot you tell me about that. Yeah, Michigan State Library. So that's up in Flint area. Michigan State, or the university is anyways. Eddie, nope. Hey, George Lopez, how's it going? Denise, where are you at? Denise is in the Detroit area, Myrna. George, I never saw Elmer Fudd wearing a hoodie during Wabbit season. Did I say that right? Wabbit season, George? I was in that honey you sent me yesterday, Robert. Denise, remind me this week, because I gotta send you your shirt, and I'll send you some honey. Just please remind me. I'll try to get you some fudge too, Denise. Depends on how much time I have this weekend to try to make some, because I've been swamped. But please just message me, Denise, in case I forget, and I will try to get you some of that, Denise. What kind of printer do you need to print on perf? I would say large format. They're considered large format printers, but anything that's like eco-solvent, solvent, UV, latex, any of them can print on that. You're going to want that kind of ink, though. Most people that do that on vehicle wraps just popped in. NovaWorks right there is a guy. He's got that Epson Eco Solvent. He's running. You're running 4 channels, Mike. Or are you running the 8 channels with the light cyan and magenta? You're pretty much going to need, like, they consider them large format. Roland does have a 28-inch one, or 25-inch maybe. But you can use just about any printer that can print that onto that stuff. So you need to be able to print on vinyl. Usually it's eco-solvent, solvent, latex, UV ink. Is there any other? Mike's running a 4 channel. Is there any other ones, Mike, that I missed? I think I named all the major ones that would print on perf pretty easy. But, like, for instance, if you're doing on a perf print and you are using, you've got to, like, check, for instance, if you're using latex heats that vinyl up pretty warm on their heaters. They're pre and post. So latex runs pretty hot. So you got to make sure the window perf is made for that. So if you're using a latex printer, they run hotter than the other printers just because it takes that much to cure the stuff. So everyone is different. UV doesn't need that much heat because UV is using ultraviolet. They run the lights over it, cures instantly. They all got advantages and disadvantages. There you go. The smallest is a Roland BN20. Let me go back up. I missed a few. Missed more than Eddie. Detroit. Detroit doesn't seem to be locked down anymore. The mask policy is relaxed, but some of the places still require it. I think school children must wear it in class still. I was going to say, we've got cities here, it's mandated that the schools are making them wear it. One of the other city schools in Bowling Green said it's not mandated, though. It's up to the city or the city board or the city, like county and all that. And so some of them are requiring it, some are not. Okay, Frankie, I got that. I got your size. I'm in the east side of Detroit. Lily, when was the giveaway? I can't even remember what happened yesterday. Message me your size. The giveaway, Lily, that was when a while back we were waiting to get the stuff from Goon Life. We finally got all the stuff from Goon Life. Was it earlier this week? I'm lost on days already. It was I think it was this week or the end of last week. We got all the stuff in, Lily. So I was asking for people to email me the size that they best wanted. And then a size that they were acceptable with. If we couldn't get that, the next 1 or 2 sizes, because the sizes were limited on what we have. And then in the one video, Lily, is like 20-something minutes long. I actually go through the box and show everything that was in that box. So, like stuff like, they're just sitting here, like sticker packs that he did. Keychain. That's all I got sitting here, so can't pull many more things. But oh yeah, and then my other giveaway, Lily, I'm still gonna do the giveaway. We got to hit the 2,000. I'm at I think 1905. I think it was showing earlier today. It could have been up, could have been down. It seems like I get subscribers, and the next day I hit it, and I've kind of like Paula Abdul, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 1 step forward, 2 step back, whatever it is. It seems like I gained some, and then the next day I drop some. So it's hit and miss what my numbers are at, but hopefully, I mean, it's showing I'm averaging about 55 a month right now. Was up to 100 something before. So the rate it's looking, hopefully in the next 2 months we'll be giving something away. Which makes it sound so far away. It's just whenever we hit 2,000. If I hit 2,000 tomorrow, then we'll do it tomorrow. If it takes a little bit longer, it takes longer. Lily, where? Oh, okay. Less than 45 minutes from Warren, Michigan. Just printed center monogram for a dance floor wrap tomorrow. Gotta love the last minute prints. Man, you do a lot of floor prints, don't you, Mike? Hey, what's up, Juan? I saw the video, just can't remember if I want. Yeah, Lily, that was back in the day when Juan had hair and Rye was tall. So I don't know. No, yeah, Lily, you actually you were one of the 20-something people. You did message me. I believe I do got your size, but you just re-messaged me, Lily. You did get a shirt from back then. You were one of the 20 people. Cisco. Cisco, hey, Cisco, how's it going? Robert, don't be telling what year Juan was born, 1905. Ramon, what's up? We've been in Texas, or sorry, man, I just read the Texas and I jumped to the other one, so I am horrible. Just been in Tennessee 11 years. There are certain things we like, such as the weather, originally from upstate New York, so we love less snow. But things we don't like, such as close-mindedness. Yeah, and the Tennessee area, there's goods and bads. I tell people it's like Raya's tall when he had a fro. That's what I was saying. That's like when Juan had hair and Rye had the fro picked out and all that. Hey, Pam, how's it going? Are you feeling better today, Pam? Ramon, trying to hope that there's some energy in person. I was born in Albany, New York. It's Albany, actually, ain't it? I'm horrible at city's name. George, I saw some handle. Ramon, back off, sister. You don't want none of this. But yeah, like Nashville's got some great things, and it's like it's not like people think. I mean, because people, what it is, they all think it's all totally country. Like, so when they see the thing, like where they want to go, of course, you do have Broadway that's like that. I mean, Broadway is what people think Nashville is. There's more to it, but it's kind of a different place, different atmosphere. It's like it's fun and sometimes it's kind of annoying. Like I used to work down in Nashville area, down near Music Row and all that stuff, which is the other side. That's not where people party. It's on the other end, but everyone here's Music Row, and then they picture all the night scene. But it is a different scenery, different atmosphere. But like it can be pricey in the one spots, other sides aren't too bad. But it's an interesting area. I I like being outside of the area where I don't have to deal with the let's all get on Waldo StreamYard. I don't have the thing set up, Mike, to send a thing. I'm on the other part. Where's your brother down here in Tennessee, Eddie? We're going to... now I know why babies cry so bad when they have one. Yeah, an earache. Well, I am glad you're doing so much better, Pam. I was really worried. And then when you didn't message back like that next day till later on that night, then I was really worried because I'm like, I'm not hearing from her. And I didn't want to blow up your phone. So I got to go. Juan just put me to work. So everyone have a good night with Waldo. And I will see you all later. Love, peace, and blessings to you all later. Don't forget, Denise, to send me some stuff. Show me how it's looking and coming out on everything, okay? Have a good night, Denise. Hopefully the work goes good for you. I have a seller's permit, but some companies have started asking me for seller certifications. Two have asked me for an EIN number. The EIN number is just like when you get all your stuff. So it comes with your tax ID. It's not really a seller thing. That's part of your tax ID. It comes in with your EIN. George, usually that's what they're mainly looking for, but it's on your paper, your EIN. It is different, but it's, hey, Jesse, how's it going? But there's a slight difference in it, George. In my state, anyways, we get it when we get our business license, we get our EIN, and it comes with us that way. Denise Stewart, hey, tell Ramon he better ask somebody about messing with me and my sister. Yeah, Ramon, you better be careful. She's loco. See, look, I learned Spanish. Ramon ain't scared of you, Denise. That was Juan saying that. So is there any questions anyone has tonight? I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I'm just trying to go through some of my other equipment a little bit later, some of the stuff I got here. Is it Loco Looney, Lily? Is that the other part of it? Juan, I got my shirt and tumbler. Did you send my other stuff, Juan, with my shirt and tumbler, or no new orders in 2 weeks, only tumblers? Well, see, the good thing, Pam, about that is when you're very diversified and have other things, there's always something to fall back on. Is a lamination on a yard sign necessary? How long is the yard sign going to stay up? What kind of yard sign is it? And what kind of materials are you using on it? Like if you like, for instance, if you had someone print directly on the yard sign, it's not, because the life of that yard sign, you might see fading, but solvent inks are pretty strong inks, so they'll bond and stick to that pretty well. If you're doing a sticker, like if you're doing calendar vinyl, let's say, so it's a through colored vinyl. I had someone print directly on it. No, that you don't need to laminate that. That sign will hold up pretty much the life of that sign, the material. You'll see the material break down. You might see a tad bit of fading, but not much. So if they print directly, you're fine. If it was calendar vinyl you put it on, calendar vinyl is going to crack before it messes up. The only reason you might need to laminate if they were just printing on the sticker and then putting the sticker on it instead of printing directly to it. But even then, I mean, depending on, I know people that just, it's bad to say, like a good example, here's what I'll say, and it's not skipping out. And that's like Mike said, how long it's going to last. Here's the thing. We do it all the time. We do real estate sellers like Remax and all that. They put these signs up for auctions right now. So we do all their auction signs. Them signs are only going to be up for a month. We're not going to laminate them things. What we do is they bring us a sign and we just keep like printing and then sticking them over. We don't laminate it. We just put a new layer on top. Once it gets so much, we try to peel them off. But in general, because someone else made them before we started doing them, we just reface them. So we reface them till you can't really do it no more, and the signs have been beat up too bad. But them signs are going to be only up for like no more than a month, 2 months at best, depending on how big that auction is going to be. Most of the auctions are only a month that they're allowed to even have them sitting out in the city, which they got to be removed and then re-put back up. So on that, there's no need to laminate that. It's just wasting money because they're not paying for it. They don't want, they only need it to last a month. So like whatever the cheapest process to do that, that's all they're wanting. Texas, what's one good thing and one bad thing that gas happens to you? Yeah, Waldo, yours is in the mail. Okay, Juan. Mirna, depends on. I had someone print it. I just want to know when and where, ladies. Ramon's gangster. But yeah, like the yard ones, I mean, they're like, and even they're going to hold up depending on how strong the winds are and all that. They will hold up. What the heck? Kind of like crazy things. I'm hearing noises. Don't answer the voices. Don't answer. No. But yeah, like the yard signs will hold up pretty much. Like you might see fading after long term, but I mean the signs usually break down before then. Most of them are on chloroplast, the thin chloroplast. They're not made to it. Even them big real estate signs we do, they're on chloroplast. They're just thick chloroplast. They're thicker ones, so they hold up, but they break down over time anyways. Isn't the seller certificate, aka the reseller certificate, to buy things wholesale, resale, not to pay sales taxes? Yes, you're correct, Eddie. You got to have them both. Like some will just do it with the EIN. You don't need the resale thing. Some places want both when they're setting up your dealings with them. Vinyl lasts up to 7 years. No laminate necessary. That's true and not true, Juan. 7 years, it's gonna fade like nobody's business if you don't put like a UV laminate over the top. And depends on where it's at. I mean, the vinyl itself, and depends what vinyl you go with, because some of the vinyl's not 7-year vinyl either. But and if you're going calendar, I mean, calendar wood, I guess, because it's going to be clear, or the color's all the way through. So the color itself would stay. I mean, you might get fading, but you're going to get cracking on it. But like if on printed vinyl, man, I've never had something not fade on a 7-year without I've even laminated stuff after that many years, not really hold the color. Usually that they suggest not know where, like there are like your super high ends, so they'll quote that long, even on your vehicle wraps. But on that too, like if you have a vehicle wrap on for 7 years, you're not getting that off. That car is going to be miserable to peel that vinyl on a 7-year vinyl. But it's because it's going to crack and spiderweb nonstop when you try peeling that. I need to learn how to do vertical flags. I'm guessing it's sublimated like regular flags. Yep. You just, in Photoshop, there's a button to change the font vertical, Pam. So you hit the vertical and it spells everything vertical. So if you need the wording vertical, you just hit the vertical button and it knocks it vertical. You just hit the vertical. It's going to do your spacing and all that. And you would scale it just like you would anything else, left corner or tab if you want it not to be skewed. But if you're using Photoshop, you just click the font that you're in, that text T, and you hold that button, and then it will let you change the vertical. In Corel, I do not know. I believe it's done close to the same way. I don't use Corel, but that's how it's done in Photoshop. You're in East Tennessee, Knoxville. And Knoxville's over where the Vols are at. That is your trash convention location. Your waste disposal management experts, man. That's the Vols color. It's that safety. Not knocking Tennessee. I'm just saying it's where they're headquartered at. Most of ours are aluminum or AMC. Yeah, we have a few, Mike, that are aluminum, but most of these people are cheap, man. They want stuff that's not going to hold up and not going to make it that. I hate to say not make it, I mean, because these things make it, but these things get beat up, man, because like they put them on, like we've got our main roads here and they use commercial mowers and all that, like the city mows and all that. And man, I've seen some of them come in with like just destroyed the bottom of them. And they're just like, hey, just cut that off and we'll make the sign shorter. These guys like get their use out of their signs, but their stuff, man, they get ran over and all that. They're not like our, what I would say, city real estate signs. The city ones, they're made out of better stuff. The auction stuff where they're posting them on public property on the corner of all these intersections, they go with like that. Yeah, like the cheap Coroplast stuff. I mean, it's fine. Like, that's what they sent me, and we're just kind of remaking what they have. But they're just big on saving that money. Like what they do too is literally we put rivets on it. They rivet and do fence posts on the side, drive 2 fence posts in the ground, and just zip tie. We usually put 3 rivets in it. Sometimes they'll put more themselves just so it doesn't rip through the Coroplast. But they are very cheap on that stuff. They're just about like whoever can make it the cheapest, and so they can make the most money. Go Green. For all you people that don't know what Go Green is, that's from Michigan State. That's Michigan's little brother and all the other things. But it is also Izzo. So Izzo, and then you also got Magic Johnson. That's his alma mater. So why would any sane person want to go to Texas? I would wonder that too, Ramon. It's just a big empty state. If you want, you can go to Death Valley. You can probably see more stuff there than what's in Texas. No. I'm glad everyone's having a good day today. Ramon, my husband's birthday, that's where he wants to go. Well, the good thing, Pam, then after that he can mark it off his bucket list, and then you don't have to worry about going back there. There's nothing in Texas. No. Only 29 M people in Texas. So no company or anything, just hanging out, staying at a hotel then? That's what Mike was saying. See, even Mike the Texan was like, hey, there's nothing in Texas to see. No. There's the Alamo, though. I mean, I've been to Texas a few times. It's not too bad. I mean, there's stuff there. It's not for everybody. But a lot of places aren't for everybody. It's hit and miss. I mean, some people I mean, I've been all over. Some people love Florida. Some people love Alaska. Alaska's a different place, but it's interesting. Y'all some haters. Hey, the cool thing, Lily, I got the half of the state of Texas on my my live tonight. So that says a lot, but most people go to Frisco for companies that are there, like Toyota Corporation and many others. Also, the Cowboys. So is that where Dallas Cowboy plays, Mike? Goon Life, Goon Life. What's up? Hey guys, if you get time to check out Goon Life's newest video that dropped today. He covers another video on a customer that came in wanting super color, and then he seen the price. It's a good video, and it shows him doing a bunch of prints. So that's why the Cowboys. So he's a big Cowboys fan, then, huh, Pam? That's what I was probably going to guess. Look up the Star of Frisco. See, the only thing I keep thinking when I see Frisco, and this is just me being food, is the Frisco breakfast burger by Hardee's. It's all about Raider Nation. I'm kind of the Lions. I mean, we always got next year, so. And then that's like the NBA draft. The Pistons got first draft pick this year, so. Also, Legacy West is close by. I mean, I'm sure there's some good steakhouses. You guys got a lot of cattle there, so. We did the vacation getaway. I'm sure you'll have fun, Pam. Frisco is 225,000 people. And Plano is 290K right there. Yeah, in my city, barely breaks 1,000 that I live in. Like everyone knows everyone's name in this city, so it's kind of. Hey, Mike, that other video, man, I could not watch it all. That thing was 5.5 hours long. Your last strap where they came back. My thing kept dropping off on my phone. We'll be going through it tomorrow to do the dance floor wrap. Is that wrap at that same place, Mike? Because I know you do. You've been doing quite a few wraps at that one location. Yeah, you just let the live run. He knows people who know people. Well, that's good, Pam. Like I've got a truck driver friend, like literally, like there's places he's like, man, you got to go here or there, and it's places that like you don't really find on the map, I guess you'd say, but are great places. So I mean, it's always something like people that are on the road more find places that are really cool, or they just places they want to see. So it's nice. So how many floor wraps do you do on average per year for them, Mike? 'Cause I know you do quite a few. Do you have a contract with that venue, or is it just happen to be all the weddings that they suggest you guys, or is it? I've done photo booth event at the Star with cowboy cheerleaders, etc. Okay, people have to go. It's taco time. Much love, Raider Nation. Have some tacos for me, Ramon. Tacos do sound good. Food sounds good. Yeah, contract with the venue basically. They upsell it. That's pretty cool, Mike. So you pretty much already know the price that you're getting then. So it's not like you got to negotiate with every customer that comes in there. You just kind of you get the set plan and you just go in there, knock it out. Then you know the layout, so you know how much vinyl you're using and that's always nice. So when you're able to do that, because it's better when you know what you're going to need and how much of it. So I mean, you've got it ready to go, and they contract me every few days, or they contact me every few days, and I quote them for them. Also give them like 10 standard monogram styles, so they can have their custom pick if they don't want something custom. That's a pretty good way to do it, Mike. It's always good when you get clientele like that where you're not dealing technically with the direct customer. You're kind of like the middleman on that part where you're doing the final job, but like the venue handles it because it's nice. You know you're getting business, so you're not looking. It's kind of like where you brought up doing photo booths earlier. It's not like you got to go look for all the people that want weddings to do the photo booth. It's as if the venue's got you on a list, so that you're one of the main people to call. Things like that make it nicer when you're already on a list. Hey, Jimmy, how's it going, Jimmy? Like we're on a list of certain things, like we do the prints on things for them, like the schools when they need it. We're on one of the main. They've got a list every year that goes around, so it makes it nice. And then once we've done that, they kind of got the price. So when we deal with it, we know what we're going to get into, what we're kind of the headaches or not headaches. So once that time rolls around, we're kind of like, okay, they're going to need this, this, and this. So you kind of just make sure have it in stock and ready to go. I'm doing good, Jimmy. Swamp super, but can't complain. Life is good, so I'm breathing, so that's always a positive. You always got to find the positives in things. So it's easy to find negatives, but it's if you look at the positives, it's kind of the better way to go. There's always something good. One second, guys. I'm just trying to answer a customer. Have a good night, Mirna. And like I said, let me know how it goes, and hopefully the setup goes pretty easy for you, and I will try to help you any way I can. Like I said, some nights the lives are very eventful, talkative. Other times it's different. Never know. It's just whatever anyone wants to talk about. Sometimes we cover things important. Sometimes we don't really cover much at all. It just kind of, we go with it, ebbs and flows. We go with whatever the flow is. And sometimes it's just random stuff. Sometimes it's other stuff. I usually try to make sure we can answer anyone's questions because it's always good to try to help if I can. And like I said, I try to cover as much as I can. We do have, like I said, a bunch of other videos coming out. Some unboxing videos, some other testing machines and all that. The unboxing of the UV printer, how it started. Didn't start good. We did get some, finally at the very end of it, we got some good prints out. But took a little work on that. But we cover that in some of these videos coming up. It's a 2-3 part video. But try to cover different things. Try to explain to people the different methods and all that. And okay, Mike. But we try to cover everything to help everyone out and hopefully let people learn and go from there, because everyone that's usually on here, someone's got knowledge or specialty in something. So it's always good. Like, for instance, you need a floor wrapped or got questions on it. Mike probably does more floor wraps than anyone I know. Like I said, we've done 1 or 2. We've never done as many as he has, just because we're not in an area where we've got a lot of wedding venues that need that or want that or offer that. But depending where you're at, that could be a big thing. We do, like I said, a lot of different things. Everyone's got specialties, and kind of with everyone that we have on here, we're able to usually try to get everyone's question answered or find them or point them in the best direction. Juan does a lot of screen printing. Juan's on here a lot, pops in and out. So usually I'm on his live. I was on the week before yesterday, I think it was. I was kind of busy trying to get all this other stuff ran. And by the time I got that done, I think it was 10:30 or 11. A lot of times he runs long. I hopped on and he was not on. So he didn't do his super long like we normally do. So, but I hope everyone's having a good night. We've got my clock showing 1 hour, 7 minutes. So I'm going to probably end right around 1 hour, 10 minutes. So I'm probably in the next 3 minutes, guys. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. Because what I'm going to do is hop off, work on some other things, and go visit with the family a little bit. Don't get too much time to always do that, but it's always important, guys. Spend time with your loved ones and all that, especially as they get older. Both my parents got Alzheimer's, and the memory is getting worse and worse. A lot of times my mother doesn't remember me or remember other things, so it's always good to just kind of always touch base, work with them, because you never know. And eventually, my parents are very old, so we're all going to go one day. So just make sure you spend time. It's better to have the memories than not have them at all. Some things are worse than others. I've lost family members to cancer and all that, random deaths, but so far Alzheimer's has probably been the worst, just because you have family members that have been there forever for you, and just to see their memory go and they not know anything, that's always the worst. But it's part of life. And like I said, it's anyone that has any members like that or had dementia and all that, they understand. Like I said, it's kind of one of them cruel diseases where normally like something like cancer and all that affects the person itself. They're the one feeling the pain. When you have Alzheimer's, it's everyone else around them feels that pain because the person that has it doesn't know what's going on. So we have no cures for it. So just remember that, guys. But hope everyone had a great live today. If you guys liked it, hit the thumbs up. I know even on my videos, guys, if you guys like the videos, give them a thumbs up. I know I haven't been getting as many thumbs up as we used to. If not, it doesn't bother me, but Helps my algorithms, guys. Helps us get these numbers up quicker so we can do some more giveaways. And hopefully it helps, guys. We shall see. Like I said, I have no control of all the other stuff. When we hit it, guys, we'll hit them numbers. Great having you, Jesse. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone, for stopping in. If there's no more questions, I'm going to hop off, guys. I hope everyone had a great night. Waldo, sometimes similar happens to my beloved uncle. Yeah, Eddie, I mean, it's not fun. Like I said, I mean, I've took care of my grandmother when she got sick. She's fought cancer. Well, she's passed on, but she's fought cancer, I think 4 different kinds of cancers and beat them all. And then literally she got sick, had a bad heart, and they gave her literally like a month, and she lived 9 months. So it's always in God's hands, not our hands. But the Alzheimer's, when it does hit it, it tends to hit and move quick. My dad's isn't as quick moving. They diagnosed him before my mom, but my mom's, when it took off, it's gotten pretty bad. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for always being on here, talking, being supportive, and great chatting with everyone. Thank you guys so much. Couldn't do this without you guys. Yeah, thank you so much, Pam. Like, it's nice to know that people understand. Like I said, I've had other people that don't understand it, or that's never been around it. Like the weird thing, like I've got godchildren, and they'll visit and all that. And my mom used to know their names, and they're not old enough to completely understand why she doesn't know their name anymore. So it's kind of, you try to explain to them when they come visit and all that why she doesn't know who they are. Or then we've got nieces and nephews that are like that she doesn't know their name anymore. And the kids don't understand why. To them, it doesn't make sense. So it's hard to explain to some kids. Aren't old enough to comprehend it yet. The older ones understand, but they don't understand the disease of Alzheimer's. So it does change a lot of things. And then the worst too is like where my mom, she's fought everything possible. She's had her lung removed. She's been a diabetic since whenever. She's had quadruple bypass. She had TMR, heart surgery stuff, loads and loads of stuff. And so it's kind of to see her go through, like she's gone through everything, but even the medicine she forgets. Like we've got to give it to her. If not, she forgets. And so it's kind of, you've got to remember things, but it's always weird too. She always, when I sit down and talk, sometimes she'll bring up stories that like when I was little, I remember them, but it was like the color of our house inside when I was a baby, or not a baby, but when we lived up in Michigan. She could tell me the carpet floors, every color, things that like I would have never remembered until she said it. Some of that stuff is there. Other stuff gets gone away. So it's just kind of interesting thing, and it is what it is. But thank you guys so much. Had a great time with everyone. Again, guys, thumbs up if you liked it. If not, oh well. Don't bother me either way. Thank you guys so much. Hope to see you guys again soon. Yeah, the power of attorney. Yeah, I have that on them, Pam, and it's kind of one of them things. We set it up. It's been a while that I've had that, and so make sure they get to the doctors and all that stuff. There's no driving for them or anything. So it's just one of them things that, to me, it's like it's hard to understand. Like I understand death. I lost 1 year alone. I lost 23 family members. But it's one of them things you're used to death, but you never really ready for it. And so like when we did the power of attorney, all that stuff moves it to, in my mind, closer to it. Even though it's not always there, it's just your mind thinks that. So, but yeah, we had to set up that. It's been set up for a while on that. But it's just, some things are good. Some things are like, I remember like where my mom would always cook growing up and all the things she taught me how to make. And it's weird now because I'll make it. She don't remember how, or I'll be like, hey, how much of this? And it's something I got to go look up because she doesn't remember it anymore. So, but enjoy the time you guys have with the people around you. I hope the trip does go good, Pam. I know it's a little ways away. I think it's, well, a few days away anyways, but have a great time also. Hope everyone has a good night. Thanks, everyone. I'm Waldo 2413, so I'm going to be out, guys. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys had a good night.